So yesterday, someone in the back was like, "Yeah, because you know he's not gonna be there next year." Or they say, "Yeah, because you know he's not gonna stay there." His sister didn't say it. Somebody in the back said it. You can hear it. It's on World Star Hip Hop. Said, "Yeah, because you know he's not gonna be there next year." Uh, or if you guys even give a damn, you know what I'm saying? Kawhi not staying doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you now, it does and it doesn't. It does and it doesn't matter. I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't matter. Because I can't see the Raptors winning the championship ever, ever. I just can't. And in pro sports, there are teams that have never won a championship. Never. Has Phoenix ever won? The closest they got was with Charles Barkley. Well, nope. Has the Trailblazers ever won? I really don't know if they really have. But I know they got close. I know the Magic has gotten close. They might have won one. I'm not really sure. But there are just some markets who I don't think they're set up to win. And, you know, one person was like, everybody has a chance to win. I'm like, or everybody has the same opportunity. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't think that everyone has the same opportunity. But like I said, I don't know who's won all the championships. So if I mention somebody who has one, you guys just go ahead and bring it up. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an aficionado of the NBA. We know that there are some pro football teams never won. And then we know some that have just hasn't won in a long time, like the Jets. They haven't won in a long time. But nonetheless, I think the Jets at one time have won. Uh, but nonetheless, there are just some markets that are not set up to win. Miami hasn't won in a long time. But they won before. I'm saying San Francisco ain't won in a minute, but they've won before. But those are larger markets. But what about the Redskins? You know what I'm saying? When did the Redskins win a championship? I know they had a dynamite running back in the 80s and 90s. White dude, I forgot what his name was. Dynamite running back, big boy, John Riggins. That's what his name was. Big John Riggins. He can mow you over, man. He's a big, hard hitting fullback. Man, that was one tough dude. Big John Riggins. But like I said, some markets, to me, seem like they're set up to win. I mean, Cleveland hasn't won in a long time, and that's a smaller market. But nonetheless, when Cleveland was winning, they was winning. Now people think they're gonna, start winning again. Somebody even chose Cleveland to win it all this year. I'm like, I don't know where you get that information from, but I can't see it. I can't see Cleveland pulling it out. But the one thing all those teams have over the Raptors is that they're American teams. You know, the NFL tried to spread its market, trying to play in other countries, trying to invite other countries into the NFL. Then, of course, you have these other what I would consider off leagues uh, that are like, we're going to be as big as the NFL. Listen, not going to happen. We've seen it. We've seen Jim McMahon do it. It was just a mess. It didn't get the fanfare. The fans don't support it. You can forget it. You know, you got to be gimmicky. You got to be like, what is it? The lingerie league, the female lingerie league. It's gimmicky. Guys watch it. Heck, women watch it. Not gonna stop it, because those, you know, soccer mom, college, athlete used to be's. Those women, they like to play. They're aggressive. But to bring it all back around, what I'm saying is, I just don't see. Like I agree, Kawhi Leonard is not going to stay there simply because it's not a market where he can get what he wants. That's the thing. See, basketball players who are really scientists of the sport. Let me say this: if I was a professional basketball player, I wouldn't go into it blind, especially nowadays. When I mean blind, like Williams, Zion Williams, he's not going into it blind. He's like, no, I'm not going into the draft. I don't want to play for the team that you want me to play for. So I'm good. I'll go back to school. See, he's using his intelligence. He's like, nah, I don't want to get stuck in a market where I know I can't win. And he knows that there is only so much time that you have in the NBA. Now, some people, Ginobili, Tony Parker, play till 40. Hey, what's going on, Kitch Cole? Thank you for dropping in and say hello. You have a good day too. Some people, Jordan and others, they step in. They play to 40 years old until finally something clips them, or just old age gets it to them, or whatever. In Michael Jordan's case, old age did not get to him. Some guy hit him right in the knee, and that was it. Old age got the Pippin. Old age got the shot. When you become someone who studies the sport that you're about to get into, you see intelligent moves. To me, I think Kawhi Leonard is using his intelligence. I think he's an intelligent basketball player. He got it like he because his talent. I mean, let's. A lot of you want to put him in the top 10. Okay, top 10 this year. Heck, right now he's number one. Top 10 overall. Not gonna put him there. But is he a contender? He's doing big things right now. Right now. I would say there has to be more consistency to it. But is he doing his thing? Absolutely. Now, here's the thing. He knows what market he's in. Kawhi studied the sport. He knows exactly where he's at. He knows. He's like, I'm in Toronto. I'm not going to win a championship here, or the likelihood of me winning one here, and or winning consistently. That's another thing. See, some people mention Canadian sports, the Maple Leafs, uh, the I don't know what the baseball team is, and how they won championships. That's different from basketball. That's different. The Boys of Summer is different from basketball. I'll tell you why. Because there are more politics wrapped up in basketball, and there's more showboating. There's more individualism wrapped up in basketball than there is in baseball and in hockey. Now, of course, you got your upstarts and outstanding individuals, but as great as Jordan and all those guys were, when they went overseas, they were getting beat because they wasn't playing team ball. They got exposed. by some team from Lithuania or something like that. Bunch of guys we never heard of. They go over there, they get spanked because they were all playing individual ball, and these guys took it back to high school and was like, now this is actually how you play team ball. All that whatever you guys got going over there, that doesn't matter. We're gonna play as a team, which is, what I thought the Bucks were doing until they just gave it up and was just like, forget it. So Kawhi Leonard to me realizes what team he's on, and he probably realizes that you know where he's at is a given to him. Yeah, he's 30 points, a game, but I bet he's awake, just like Derrick Rose is awake. Derrick Rose didn't come awake until he got those false charges on him. When Derrick Rose had those false charges on him, he woke up. He wasn't tripping until he got those false charges. When he had to break all that bread for something he didn't do, he was awake. $48 million contract, and then some rando comes out of nowhere. I mean, just think of how shook you would be if you're on top of the world. You're the MVP of the National Basketball League or Association. You're it. You're the guy, and you're playing for the Bulls. You're the most iconic player ever played. You're taking on the mantle. You're young. You're good looking. You are filthy rich. They just handed you a boatload of money, even after taxes. You are that dude. You're unstoppable. And then some chick, some rando comes out of nowhere. And the thing about it is, the league is flooded with randos. Flooded with a bunch of no-name chicks who's got nothing going on except they look good. And they are there to hunt you down. They know who gets the big contracts. They're aware. That's the game. They come right out of high school and they're just like, boop, 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 boop. And they got their radar on you. Heck, in high school. Can't wait till they graduate. If they do that. And they got their eyes set on whoever. They got that body. And that body is lethal. Because as soon as they become of age, they are on the hunt for security. And the one way they get security is off of a successful, young, you know, well-to-do, handsome black man who's at the top of his game. He ain't even think about nothing else except success. And she can outbid them older chicks in a minute. What, you're 24? They old in the game. You 24, you're old in the game. You're wise, you know what I'm saying? But that 18-year-old, that 20-year-old, she looked like a brand new 2020 Cadillac DeVille with some trues and Vogues sitting on 20s, just tinted windows, vertical grill, brand new OnStar system, Bose system, banging, banging. Can park by herself, drive by herself, doing 180 on the highway and not sweat. This is what you up against. No rust. Everything work. Change lanes in a heartbeat. that new caddy, you're just like, dang, I just got me a 2019, but y'all put that new satellite system in the 2020s. Oh, and you go ahead, you break bread. You drop that 80K on it. Ugh. And you ride. You good. You ride. And then boom. Shock goes out. That OnStar system don't work too much. That satellite system has a glitch. The airbags, you know, has a piece of metal that if it's ever deployed, it can actually go through you. Shoot. And those run flat tires are terrible. They're just terrible. So now you get to a car crash and you get all beat up because you wanted that new new, untested. And she got you. Now she costing you your career. Yeah, that's what it's like. Anytime one of these new cars roll off the lot, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. I gotta have that. You lusting after it. Derrick Rose woke up. He realized having an older model ain't that bad. There's security in it. You know what it is. I know what this car can do. I know this engine. I know this car. I know the system. And the new bells and whistles that you guys got coming out, they ain't been tested yet. We don't even know how good they're gonna work. I'm okay with what I have right here. There's no recalls on this car. That other one cost me millions just because I lusted after it. And I think Kawhi's doing the same. He saw what happened to D Rose, and he's just like, I'm gonna play it my way. I'm not gonna let nobody play me. I'm gonna stick to what I know. He knows basketball. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to be quiet, keep his mouth and his legs closed. You see, when he's on the court, he's humble. When he off the court, he humble because he watching. He ain't letting the people get him all souped up. Even when he hit clutch shots at the end of big games, Kawhi, you don't see him going crazy. He just be, because he know they'll hell you and they'll nail you. Look what they did to Kobe Bryant. That woman had 5 different other men semen in her. Set him up. Set him up real good. Paid for it. Shaq too. Jordan too. Cost all of them. Big money. I just think that the whole game of of sports, especially NBA, the whole system that's set up in and around it is a false sense of security. They're look, all those people that got their eye on you, every single one of them has you are a mark. I think Kawhi realizes that. I think D Rose realized that too. That's why he switches teams every now and then, moves markets, have a breakout game, and then he'll go back to being just a. I'll go play for Cleveland for a minute. I'll go play for the Timberwolves. It's whatever to them because their talent is so ridiculous. They're so above everyone else on the talent scale that it's nothing to them. It's nothing. It's nothing for them to have, 30 points, 40 points. Heck, Jordan had what? In one game, Jordan had what? 51 points? Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing to those guys. I'm saying if you guys understand the system that the NBA and the NFL is built around, you look at it holistically, Kawhi Leonard doesn't need to stay there. Why? Why would he stay with a market that's struggling? 24 years. Why would he stay? Hold on a second. I wouldn't stay. I got a brand new cat, something like a DeVille. Yeah, why would he stay? I wouldn't stay. Anyway, so like I said, you can look at it on World Star or just listen to it because it's real fast. It's Kawhi Leonard's sister. But she don't say it. The person in the background says it. You know. And I think for sure that Kawhi is going to be doing his whole career. I think Kawhi is going to end up playing for like 10 different teams before he quits. And I think he might get. Here's what I think he's going to do. I think Kawhi Leonard's going to get 2 championships from 2 different teams within the span of 10 years. That's what I think. Won't be this year. I think he might shoot. He might go to LA and get one. Might be like, you know what? Let me go to LA and get one. Get one in LA. Then, uh, play for LA for a couple more years. And they don't win anymore while he's there. Dip out. Then the East gets hot again with the Knicks. The Knicks, right? Go to the Knicks. Boom, win one with the Knicks. And he's good. And then he's like, I'm good, I got 2. I got 2, I'm okay. I'm not gonna be Bill Russell. I'm not gonna be LeBron or Michael Jordan. I'm not gonna be those guys. I got 2. Hell, he might get 3. That's what I think. That's what I think. 2 or 3 in the next 10 years. And it'll be chill. And it'll solidify his greatness for one. It'll also keep him marketable. And that's what he's really after. He's after marketability. Because if you win a championship on a team, every now and then, here's a few things that is happening here. All right. So if you break it down like this, if I go hard in the paint, you know what I'm saying, for a whole season and help a decent team get to the playoffs and win the championship. If we win the championship, then I average 25, 30 points. I went hard in the paint. I already know that I'm one of the top tier players of my era. I already know that. So, how much energy am I going to spend getting to the next championship? Is the same team going to make it to the next championship, or do I want us to make it to the championship? If you listen, if you have that much control like LeBron has over teams, you dictate whether that team is going to a championship or not. You really do. If you're doing the person that's mediating between the championship ring and not having one, that's it and that's all. Is dictating whether they go on. You feel me? So Kawhi might be like, all right, he might be like this. All right, I don't want us to win a championship this year. And you'd be like, why not? Why would you not want to win a championship this year? Because I don't feel like playing that hard. I don't feel like being burned out. So he'll go and he'll do good at the beginning of the season, fall off in the middle, take you to the playoffs, and he'll look like Kyrie Irving. The way Kyrie Irving looks now. Those guys are not going to go to the championship anytime soon like that. So it'd be like, we'll go to the playoffs just to let people know that I'm still potent. So we'll go to the second round of the playoffs to let people know I'm still that dude. But that's about it. I'm gonna go home and rest, watch everybody else play. Change teams to a team that has a potential to win. Get on that team and go, I think I feel like winning a ring this year. And then go hard in the paint and win a ring. Hey Tammy, how was your holiday? I don't usually celebrate holidays, but I just chilled. I did a lot of walking, and I don't live anywhere near my family, so I spend all my time alone, Tammy. Yeah, all that cookout and stuff you guys do, I don't do none of that. This is what I do right here. Stay at home, watch movies, go for a walk. That's what I did. Went for a long walk. It was long to me because I don't usually walk that far because I have tendonitis. So, yeah. But that's what I did. I was like, oh, this is going to hurt, but I'm going to do it. Put your money where your mouth is. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? What just happened? Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, you're glad that it's over. Put my money where my mouth is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's go, Doctor. All right, I'm assuming you're a woman. Oh, you're Miguel again? Okay, Miguel. Miguel, you, I don't know what's going on. All right, Miguel, so what you talking about? Put my money where my mouth is. What are you talking about, Miguel? You trying to put something down on the gang? You have my undivided attention. You have my undivided attention, Miguel. It's me and you right now. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you try? You got the Raptors? Okay, for what? For how much? Now you know I'm gonna write this down. How much we talking about? What you got on it? You're out of here? Okay, Tammy, take it easy. 35, that's an odd number. But you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Chat with you later. Okay, Tammy, chat with you later. So, okay, Miguel is on. All right, 35. All right, cool. Write it down. Write it down, Big Lips. Oh, you just, oh, you gonna talk about, oh, it's like that. Oh, the Raptors. Okay, we'll see. All right, you talking crazy. You are a man, right? Yeah, you better quit talking crazy like that. Don't yeah, I'm not on no gay stuff, bro. You get on out of here with that. Yeah, don't talk crazy. Mm, don't do that abomination over here. Thank you, Jesus. We don't do that over here, bro. Keep that to yourself. Anyways, we down for 35. Down for 35. You done chased Tammy off. But yeah, so 35, that's cool. Because the other guy I bet was I had to cut him off the channel. He wasn't acting right. You know what I'm saying? And he would have won. He would have won a quick 20 off me. But he changed up. Yeah, he changed up. Don't change up midstream. I'm not. If I lose 35, I lose 35. If I win, I win. I paid through PayPal the same day, so just to let you know, when the games are over, you got to give me your email address and I'll shoot you your money if I lose. But it's going to be through PayPal. I don't pay through YouTube. I don't use Cash App. None of that. It's all through PayPal. It's secure. So, and I've been using it. And if I win, what I do is, once my money is sent to me, I just leave it on my PayPal. So I can go ahead and, next year, or whatever team you guys want to bet, sport you want to bet, you know, I know that the money is already there. I ain't got to go and work and get it or, whatever. It's already there. So I don't know. I got 20 or something on there now. So what's up? What's good? This Ninja Chris. What's happening, Ninja Chris? So yeah. So 35. That's what's up. Like I said, I go through PayPal. So if you have a PayPal account, that's cool. If you don't, get yourself one because that's the only way that I transfer money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's cool. So what? So you think it's gonna go all the way to 7? Miguel, you think it's gonna go to 7? Also, let me say this: I usually give people about 2 or 3 days, 3 at the most. But I like my money right away. Uh, but on the morning, like before 12, or the third day, if I don't have my money, then I just go ahead and cut you off the channel. So, you know. I like having my subs, but I don't like being lied to. So I just get rid of those people. You know what I'm saying? I don't take no more bets with them. Shoot. I'm just chilling, a little drunk. I'll let the finals pass. What you mean you'll let the finals pass? You're not gonna bet on the finals, is what you're saying? Dang it. We had tornado warnings all night last night. I think some of them actually hit, but the sky was lit up last night. It was crazy. And it was really weird because the clouds were moving two different directions. So, I mean, I came outside, looked up at the sky. You had clouds moving northwest, but you saw thunder clouds. You saw the thunder and all that was moving east. So it was really weird to see that. I was like, when are these tornadoes gonna drop? And it was going on for hours. It started at 11 o'clock, didn't stop until 1 o'clock. I was like, okay, it's about to be all bad. You know what I'm saying? I had to come outside and look up in the sky. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. But yeah, yeah, man, not gonna lose that money. I hear you. You know what I mean? Keep safe, there, man. We need you. We need you. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Basically, as far as the tornado is concerned, what it did was, well, I don't know what it did or they did, but I know there was a tornado last night because I saw on Facebook where a church had its roof ripped off. A bunch of kids were in there praising the Lord, and none of them got hurt, so that was cool. But the whole roof of the church is gone. So I don't know where they were, but I'm like, well, you guys having midnight mass or whatever? Because those tornadoes didn't start until, like I said, till 1 o'clock. Or until 11 o'clock, because I came outside and I was listening to just the thundering, and then you heard the rain coming, and the rain was coming eastward. So tell me where you from. I'm from Ohio. So nonetheless, then when it started pouring down rain, I went in. I was standing right here on my porch for a long time, just watching, trying to get a glimpse of the clouds at night. That's hard. Trying to see which way they were going. But yeah, back to sports talk. So yeah, I'll take that 35 McGill. Uh, I bet some other people, but I don't know who it was. I got it written down upstairs. Uh, yeah, I haven't worked in a long time, but just picking up a promotion job. Just got a call about it about an hour ago. So I'm pick that up, do that for 3 days. That's cool. Can't work too much. My back be hurt. Yeah, but who say they gonna be without KD? Who says they're gonna be without KD? Did KD say he's done for the season? When did that report come out? KD's done for the season. You know this? There's a report that says KD's done for the season. This is a question because, see, See, what's up, homie? What's good from Atlanta? What's good from Atlanta? Down in the AT Real. The AT real. Y'all too real down there for the kid. Yeah, what's up with Atlanta? Heck yeah. Hey, what's cracking? Uh, shoot. But where did you hear that KD was out for the year or for the last series of the championship? Where? Because you might have got some information that I haven't gotten. I'm not trying to be smart. I'm really asking you the question. That's cool. Get the job done. NBA, as what you said, is already set up by the bosses, no doubt. Game one, what? The reason why I'm asking that because for those of you who like my series of NBA is fixed, and you like to talk to me about it, I don't assume that I'm giving you all of your information because you know I don't watch the games. What I'm assuming is that you guys are listening to people like Tony Tell It Like It Is. You guys are listening to other people who are talking about Doherty, the referee, and how he was saying the games are fixed. You guys did some of your homework and looked at all the people who were involved in sports back in the 70s, and Broadway Joe having meetings with bookies, and I'm assuming that you guys did all that and you guys have more information than I do. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that you guys look into this type of stuff instead of just listening to some, you know, neophyte who could care less. I only care because you guys care. It's common sense. Well, let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there, Miguel. There's a lot to unpack there. All right, let's start unpacking it. Let's start unpacking it. All right, if you're gonna listen, all right, let's unpack this. Let's do this. KD MVP last year. Boom. There's no doubt that he is a major impact when he's in the game. I mean, he ran up 50 points on I forgot whatever team that was. Ran up 50 points on him, made him look goofy, and Beverly was like, "How do you stop KD?" He was like, "What? What did you want us to do?" It was so bad that the reporter was saying, was asking Beverly, and then was saying, "Did you guys even try?" Look, KD made them look like they gave up. Do you know how much talent you have to do that at that level? One person, made a whole other team in the playoffs look like they gave up because he ran up 50 points on them. Okay, let's just get that out there. Major impact player. All right, cool. Championships, on top of championships. Okay, cool. Let's look at Golden State before KD. Have they won a championship? Absolutely. Let's look at what Green said to KD. We don't even need you. We can win without you. Can they? Absolutely. Let's look at what they did to Portland. They swept them, even though some games were only by two. But they swept them. Then let's compare the Raptors to Portland or any team that they played against in the playoffs. Do you think Portland had a chance against the Raptors? Now, when you say, yes, because of Kawhi or whatever, what I'm really asking you to do is say, do you think that the Raptors would have swept Portland? Can you honestly say that? The Raptors would have swept because this is the rationale you have to have when you say Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors are going to beat Golden State in a 7-game series. You have to have that rationale that Portland would get swept by the Raptors. Can you honestly say that? You honestly believe that? I don't. I don't believe that the Bucks or the Raptors would sweep Portland. Not one bit. I don't believe that one bit. Yeah, I don't believe they would. See, but that's the see. I'm saying if all things were fair, if all things were fair, if all things were, it's really the Raptors against you know Golden State, like they are without KD, because they did it without KD. KD gets hurt in game, whatever it is, and they still beat them, and they were winning without him. So you can sit here and tell me that the Raptors will beat Portland and will sweep them, then you know what? Okay, fine. You putting your money where your mouth is. But if you can't believe that in your that's not what you truly believe, then injuries are risks. Yeah, I'm with you. KD's injury is it wasn't like LeBron's injury when he ruined his groin. You saw LeBron go down. KD's injury was looked like he missed a dance move or something. So that's all I'm saying. And whatever it is, whatever he pulled, whatever it look, if it was a meniscus, if it was a patella, if it was an ACL, MCL, if it was an iliotibial band, if it was any of those injuries, look. When Zion Williams got injured, what was his injury? Before he won the championship, what was Zion? What was Zion's injury? Remember when he got injured? They tried to say it was a groin, but he was grabbing his not his calves, but he was grabbing his hamstring, and they was just like, what injury? What? How long was he out? How long was he out? He wasn't out that long. That's what I'm saying. You guys, when you look at these injuries, when you look at these injuries, you gotta really think: does that look fake? That how long does it take you to come back on that injury? And you got also have to look at the fact that he got injured, right? Then they swept Portland, right? He been rested. You think if he's really injured, for one, you think if he's really injured, we wouldn't know? Two, you think he's not resting up? Doesn't start till Thursday. Today's Tuesday. He's been resting up for the last almost, 30 days? I'm saying he's been resting up for a couple weeks. What injury is it? Kawhi gonna lose to the Golden State Warriors in the finals and leave and go to the Lakers. That's exactly what everybody's thinking, and I'm agreeing with that. And I'm agreeing with that. 100%. I'm with you. 100%. But that's what I'm saying, bro. When you look at this injury, I mean, you're assuming. Listen, if KD did what Howard or Haywood or whatever his name was from the Celtics, if he had that type of injury, I'm with you. If he had a, run in with a girlfriend or something like that and had all that going on, the messing with his head, I'm with you on that. Yeah, it's disturbing. I'm with you. And they could be down 3 games. 3 games. Golden State is 0, Raptors 3. One more game, that's it. And then all of a sudden, you could hear a pin drop. And you get almost a 7-footer come out to the floor and then the music starts. And the beat drops. You already know what's about to happen. you, you already know what's about to happen. They about to run up a check. It's gonna be mayhem. Who's gonna stop him? Who's going to stop him? No one. That dude is gonna come down and start shooting 30 footers. Raptors sweep Golden State in the regular seasons with KD in. Raptors swept Golden State. No, no, okay. All right. Let's unpack that. With KD. Okay, cool. In the regular season, and when you say sweep, you mean every time they met up with the Raptors, they beat them. This is what you're saying. So how many games did they beat them? And okay, so every time they met them, they beat them, right? How many times did they meet them? Do you know? I don't know how many times a team meets another team in what 82 games. I don't know how many times one team sees another team. One was a blowout. Okay. Once again, do you know how many times one team sees another team? Because when you say swept, two times. Okay. So when you say swept, it has to be, more than once. Okay. Two times they beat them. One was a blowout with KD. Okay. How much do you think those games counted? Just saying. How much do you think those games counted for? It's the regular season. How much did they count for? Because when we're looking at when we're looking at the Bucks, I mean, let's think about it. Let's just think about it. The Bucks was kicking people's. They had 60 games won in the regular season. The Bucks. Where are they at now? Did the Bucks beat the Raptors in the regular season? That's what I'm saying. Like that don't. Twice I checked out. I did my homework for money, but nah. Regular season it's different from exactly. They ran in. They ran in the mighty. Exactly. It's a whole different program. We've seen it happen over and over and over. We've seen how the playoffs separates the men from the boys. In the two games at the Raptors face Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry did not play in two games. Okay. Thank you very much, B. Thanks, B. Thanks. Thanks. Bro, they wasn't even at full force. And you know why Curry didn't play? Because he didn't have to. B. B. They didn't have to. Curry didn't have to play. He's probably dancing on the sidelines like Drake or something. He didn't play because he didn't have to. That's it. It's different level, bruh, in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. When you're like, oh, they swept him and then they blew him out. I'm just like, bro, it's different. Oh, man. It's not the same vibe. It's not the same thing. It's just not. It's a whole different monster when you lose and you're going home for the season. And you ain't even have Curry. Oh, come on now. Listen, Curry is doing 30 points a game, averaging 64%. Oh, bro, bro, that's a whole different monster. If listen, you averaging 30 points a game, you running a scoreboard up to 126 points. Man, if KD comes in and drops his regular, this is not if KD comes in like a superstar. If he comes in and drops his regular, what's his regular average? 25 to 30? If he comes in and drops 30 points, look, you already got 60 points right there. Draymond Green with 10, Clay with 20, Iguodala with 15. I mean, bro, you heading right into the hundreds real quick. Real quick. I'm just saying, bro. It'll be listen. They will not only beat them boys. Listen, they could sweep them if they want to. They can crack their whole head if they want to, because Kawhi is one good player, and they might have. I don't know. When you start matching, oh, okay, okay. Let me help you out here. Let me help you out. Let's do this. Match up the starting fives. You guys know them better than me. Just match it. Look, and Iguodala's hurt. Iguodala was sitting out for a minute. But match up the starting fives. And leave KD out. Just match up the starting fives. Match them up. Kawhi Leonard, Curry. Both averaging 30 points. Okay. Okay. Just match up the offenses. And leave KD out of it. Whoever they got on Green is better than Green. Whoever they got on Clay is better than Clay. I mean, who do they have on Clay? Who they got? Who's on Green? I'm just saying, match up the offenses and then start looking at it. I mean, do the homework. Start looking at the numbers and then just run down the line and start looking down the numbers. Who's doing what? I'm trying to tell you. Curry did play in the game. They got beat by 20 in Golden State. It doesn't matter. Did Curry and KD play in that game? Look, I don't care if they both played in that game. We watched that team go 70. What, how many games they win? We watched that team go 73. Was it 73 in 2016? We watched them beat the pants off of everybody and lose in the championship. And we watched no one, not one person in their right mind looked at 2016's championship and was like, that was a fair game. No one. Everybody saw how messed up that game was. Everybody saw how Curry had to sit down, how KD had to sit down, how they got into foul trouble easy. Everybody saw what happened. Because Braun's team just was not good enough to beat them, but they did. It was all fixed. KD can't lead? No. To me, KD is not a leader. He's not a leader to me. He's definitely not the leader of Golden State. KD had more of a leader's position in Oklahoma. He had a better chance to shine and to show who he really is. But he lost every season. But he had a golden opportunity to, here's what KD could have did to me. This is just my opinion. When he was losing those games, you're the man. You and Russell Westbrook. You guys are it. So to me, KD had the power to do what LeBron did. Oh well, on a lower scale because he's not LeBron. But to me, he had the power to be like, I need some help. You got to understand, before LeBron left Cleveland, he was with them for years and asking for help, and he was doing it all by himself. Then he was finally like, I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere to win. But he didn't go to the enemy's camp to win. He didn't. Oh, your car's jacked up. He didn't go to the enemy's camp to win. You feel me? So I'm just KD's not a leader to me, but he could have put himself in a leadership position, but he didn't. He really could have, but he didn't do that. He had a great opportunity, but he was, for one, Russell got exposed. Russell Westbrook, he got exposed, man, for padding his stats, and everybody was talking about it, how they were trying to make him look better than what he was. And now, look, but the team they got right now, there's no way they're going to go and win a championship. Can they constantly go to the playoffs? Yeah, so what? The Pacers can go to the playoffs every year. Heck, the Celtics can go to the playoffs every year. You know, you don't see nobody padding Oladipo's stats or Terry Rozier's stats. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear that much about Terry Rozier. Exposed. He's not as good as people thought he was. He's not as good as the numbers say he was. And once they expose you, it's just like, that's it. They're going to run on you. It's about to be the massacre. It's about to be the massacre. In the finals, the Warriors about to destroy. You know what? I don't really have any feelings towards it one way or another. But I will say this. Okay, let me say this. You ever see in boxing, you know, where somebody is all puffed up to beat someone and then they get knocked out in a few seconds? Heck, we saw Conor McGregor do that to Joseph Aldo. They hyped that whole thing up. Joseph Aldo's gonna do all this, that, and 8 seconds. Conor McGregor knocked him out. 8 seconds. Sploosh. It fight's over. He was knocked out flat. I think this is gonna be one of those situations. It's not to say that Joseph Aldo can't fight, because he could probably whoop my behind quick. But he couldn't hold a candle to Conor McGregor. That was just that. That's just the truth. When the rubber meets the road, you just see who's who. It's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that Kawhi and they got some dude who used to play for Cleveland on this team. Who else they got? Who else they got on that squad? They got two other guys who are big names. But if you don't have a heavy bench like Golden State does, if you can't match their bench, they got a strong starting eight. They have a rotating eight, is what they have. If you can't match their strong rotating eight, then you can forget it. That's just the way I see it. Even with seven, even when you take the KD out, if you can't match their strength, you can't match them coming off that bench. Slice out. That's just the way I feel about it. Tell the tornado didn't hit here because the garbage is still where it was. it just It just rained on it. Yeah. Shoot, I want to work on my car. Sand it down some more. If you can't match it, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to Lowe's. Go down to Lowe's and see if I can get a 2-inch sander disc, attach it to my drill, and knock some of that metal off. Is he from New York? I think B might be gone. B might be gone. Might be gone. Mets. Oh, he's a Sox fan. When it comes to my team hasn't been there in a minute, so when it comes to baseball, I don't have a leg to stand on. Not unless we're heading back to the '80s. But other than that, my squad, Pittsburgh, we ain't nowhere in there. Had a few playoffs, but that was it. Other than that, no bueno. Pittsburgh ain't in there in no shape, form, or fashion. Yeah, Pittsburgh Pirates, man. Yeah, the Pirates. Shoot, I might as well move my car right here so I can work on it easier. Yeah, Pirates, man. But I don't even, like I said, I don't click the curb. Yeah, Pittsburgh Pirates, man. But Pirates ain't been good in so long. Finally, like them growing up in it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They haven't been good since the '80s. Goose Gossage. Uh, Shoot, they had that one guy who was him and Mark Aguirre was doing the whole, uh, but they were both on steroids. Yeah, Bobby Bonilla, Goose Gossage. What was the guy's name who was hitting all them home runs and he was on steroids? What was his name? The ratings are going to be still in the finals. They need LeBron. They can't. I bet he's in the final. I bet he's there. I bet you see him. I bet you see him in the crowd. Yeah, Barry Bonds. That's who it was. But that wasn't in the '80s. That was in shoot. It was 2000 something. I don't know any '80s players, but I know we watched them. That's back when Nolan Ryan was playing for. That's back when the A Train was playing. That was a long time ago. When he was playing for the Astros, throwing 96 miles an hour. That was a long time ago, man. But we watched him because it was a city of championships. I'm from Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had no choice but to watch him. We was winning everything. The money was coming into Pittsburgh because the steel mills were shutting down. I lived right beside one. Andy Van Dyke, yeah. So while the steel mills were shutting down, but not all the way, because a steel mill is huge. A steel mill is miles long. You need a lot of people to work in them. But the steel mills were shutting down. Were laying off a lot of people because they just didn't need them. Most of the time needed for wartime, but they didn't need them. Ain't need all that steel. Pittsburgh steel. I live right beside a steel mill. When I say right beside it, I could come out of my house and walk 100 yards, and I'd be talking to the dude at the gate. We go over and talk to him all the time. Across one street, we're standing there talking to the guard. The guard used to some white dude. He would talk to us all the time because we were just kids. You know what I'm saying? And we'd be wondering why all the black soot was falling on our heads and why all the snow turned black. Because in the winter, in Pittsburgh, in the winter, once the snow, fell, it'd be white. But the steel mill was spitting out dirt all the time, so it would turn the snow black. So we go over there and be talking to the guard and whatnot. It was cool, but they were poisoning us, poisoning the hell out of us. Get to the point, fam. Oh, I'm sorry. What point did you want me to get to? Shoot, Lionel, Mr. Middleton. I'm sorry, bro. What point was I getting to? Because I was just talking about living in Pittsburgh, bro. What happened? From New York and Red Sox fan. Okay, that's good. Yeah, bro. I don't think I was getting to too much of a point, but talking about living in so. I'm saying. Oh, who's gonna win the finals? Oh man, Golden State to me. To me, Golden State. I think Golden State is gonna beat them. Without KD, it might go to Game Seven. I don't even think it's gonna go to Game Seven. I just Game Six. See, but you. Oh, okay, you got yeah, you got Raptors in Game Six. No way. No way. No way. What you want to lose on that? What you want to? How much you want to lose? How much are you willing to lose in Game Six? You just lose on Game Six principles. In Game Six, you mean to tell me they're gonna beat them in Game Six, 4-2? Oh, bro, I'll take that any day. Let's go. What you got? I'll put 50 on it right now. I'll put 50 on that right now. Let's go. Ain't no way, bro. At least give it Game Seven. If they lose Game Seven, okay, fine. But you said Game Six, nah, bro. Come on, come on now. Nah, I got Golden State beating them. I think that they might draw it out, but then again, Golden State crushed. They crushed Cleveland. They beat Cleveland so bad. They beat Cleveland so bad that LeBron James quit. He quit. He quit. He didn't want to play anymore. You just when JR took the ball and ran the wrong way, LeBron, you saw all the wind in his sails. Just you you just did you see LeBron's face? He was like, "Where, where are you going?" That was it. That was it for him. That was it. It was. It, it was unexplainable what happened. It was just after that, LeBron was finished. That next game, he looked like he looked like LaShawn McCoy. When he gets upset, he don't feel like playing. He'll come out in the field and limp. That's what LeBron did. He was like, "I'm done." He was like, "I'm done. I'm done." KD is not playing in the finals, so Steph Curry can get the MVP. You know what? I'm with you on that. I mean, look. Okay, let's make it fair. Let's make it fair. KD sits out. Let's just make it fair. KD sits out. Steph Curry and Kawhi Leonard. I mean, let's just make it fair. They're superstars. If you can do a whole, you know, well, you can't. I was gonna say Michael Jordan up against, but anybody he went up against, he embarrassed. But well, Jordan and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kobe's still dynamite, but Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, for the fans, for the fans, if you want to know who's the best player this season, and you took out the best player from last season, yeah, you got yourself a shootout. You got yourself a good old fashioned bang bang shootout. Look, I'm with that. Heck, I might watch the highlights. But do I think Golden State will lose? No. But yeah. I mean, look. I like stuff like that. I like when you can see a player going mano a mano. I likes that. I promote that 100%. Let's make it fair because listen, no one is a fan of KD being with Golden State. No one, but KD and his mom. God put his mom in there. KD and his mom, yeah, but everybody else is like, it's lopsided. They're like, nah, man, that's lopsided. He shouldn't even be there. He should not be. Take him out. It's the same old, same old rinse repeat, man. It's just. But now, yeah, you got yourself a game. But like I said, can the Raptors put away Portland in 4 games? The Raptors can't put away Portland in 4 games. You know that. I know that. Raptors know that. Portland knows that. They can't put them 4 games. It was a double overtime, wasn't it? One was a double overtime. They put them boys away, man. 4 games, shut them down. Nah, I'm good on that. I'll stay with Golden State. But let me say this: if Golden State does lose, I'll still be on the so what side of things. But it will make the NBA more exciting. I'm still not going to watch any games because more. It's not cool. It's just not cool. It's not interesting. Let's see about 2 inch, 3 inch. Yeah, I need a 3 inch sanding pad. I can do the inside of my wheel well. And I gotta look at a car jack. So I'm gonna go on down